Hello everyone, welcome to BayernNow, the ultimate Bayern fan channel. My energy is, when you wake up in the morning, you're supposed to start your day off right. Most people brush their teeth, do the things that they gotta do. Well, my day is actually just a little bit extra. I gotta make sure my club isn't going bankrupt. I don't know. It's like I'm Bayern's manager. Oh my god. Well, there's more updates around the Thiago story. According to Bild, Bayern want to sell Thiago not this January, God, I wish it was this January so we wouldn't be talking about it now. But Bayern want to sell Thiago this summer. So that means for me, technically, the 25th of August, the day after the Champions League final, hopefully we are in it, and hopefully the day after Thiago is potentially able to leave, then okay. But August 25th, and then till the start of the new season, October, but before the start of the new season, I don't want to see Thiago in a Bayern shirt if he's going to leave after the Champions League. I don't want to see him ever again. If he's going to leave, I don't want to see him in training. If he's going to leave the next week, I just want him gone. If he's going to leave, then that's it. But according to Bild, Thiago's house is for sale in Munich. And that's confusing to me because, first of all, how can his house be for sale if no clubs have offered for him? So maybe Liverpool, I don't know. I don't even know at this point. How is your house for sale then? How is he going to put his house for sale? Which isn't confirmed, by the way. It's Bild saying it. So we know it's probably with a hint of falseness. Maybe his house is ending its lease. I don't know. It's just how it is. So, right, I don't know. Robertson saying Bayern would win the Champions League for him. But this is very confusing for me because I don't get it with Thiago. What's going on? So there's a huge aspect of it where it's like, okay, he's going to Liverpool, but then Manchester United are somehow in the mix, which I don't understand. Thiago wouldn't want to go to Man United for any reason. It wouldn't make any sense. He was linked to United a few years ago, but I don't think he's going to Man United now. That's not the case. If he didn't go then, why would he go now? But then he's linked to Man United, but then Liverpool are in there. Okay, so we see Liverpool as the preferable option. But then there's another side of this from Raphael Hollenstein from The Athletic. He basically said Thiago's wife, Julia Vigas or something like that, was also massively involved in it. She wants to go back to Spain with her kids. So I'm even more confused now. Because his wife wants to go back to Spain. He's only linked with English clubs. It's so confusing. And on top of that, we have the Alaba situation to be dealing with. So I guess we'll do the transferometer now because I want to do it. It's going to be cool. It's going to be sick. So where is Thiago? I think he's definitely on the hot side of things. I don't know. Let me know what your thoughts are. What happens behind the scenes with Thiago? It's confirmed we won't sign Havertz this season. Yeah, we knew that. We knew that. Well, Falk said it in an interview. So Bayern won't make a move for Kai Havertz this summer, even if Thiago is sold. The club is looking on the market for a player with a similar style to Havertz but cheaper. That's kind of confusing because we were never looking for a player with a similar style to Havertz anyways. We were only looking for a right back and a winger. We need more wingers actually, so whatever we're looking for, we're not looking for any type of player why are we looking for a player similar to Havertz? Havertz isn't our player. We're not replacing Kai Havertz. It's just not it. Unless you're talking about alternatives. The positive of today, I guess, is that Sane is training. There was a picture yesterday where he was on the floor and the coaches the physios too, were looking at his knee, and I got very concerned. I can't lie. I started thinking he flopped. I started thinking he'd be out for a year. But nah, they were just testing certain things to make sure his his knee reacted to certain things. So, actually, Niklas Süle and Leroy Sané tore their ACLs. So, they're ACL buddies now. That's very cool that they're recovering together. I like that. And I do like the fact that they're training every single day. So, Thiago had pushed for a 4-year contract at Bayern. This is just another version of it. But the club initially offered 3 years with an option for a 4th. So, you could just press a button and he'd stay for an extra year. In the end, Bayern met Thiago's demands, which means they let him get his 4 years. But the Spaniards surprisingly didn't sign. You know what, man? I don't get it. Look, if Thiago don't like Bayern, I'm not exactly sure what's wrong with him, because this is the same club we're talking about that pretty much, helped him out. This guy wasn't getting looked at Barcelona. Guess which club came in, gave him the chance of his life, and he proved everyone wrong. That's where I'm always at. So on the transferometer, we're giving Thiago a hot. It's very hot that he's going to leave. But I still have faith. I don't know why, but I have confidence. Very unnecessary confidence, but I do. I think there's something that we don't know fully or understand completely. I don't know why Thiago would do it like this, though. I don't understand that. If he's actually doing that. Hey, I'm going to use something Jurgen Klopp said. Klopp said, if you leave Liverpool to Coutinho, here at Liverpool, you can be something more. But if you go to Real Madrid, Barcelona, or Bayern Munich, you'll just be another player. Let me say to Thiago now, if you leave Bayern and you go to Liverpool, Real Madrid, or Barcelona, you'll just be another player. But here you can be something more. Yes. I mean, that's my logic, though. I don't understand. Bayern pretty much gave Thiago a platform. Because at Barcelona, he was never going to be the player he is now. He was never getting looked at. He didn't have the love around him. We bought him 2 years after, I think. He got injured for pretty much an entire season. And Bayern still stuck with him. We could have just said, you know what? Flop, sell you. We wasted money on you. Even when Pep left, that would have been a great time to sell Thiago if we just didn't appreciate him. But the club has always appreciated Thiago's qualities. Even when you can argue that he didn't have the best performances in the Champions League knockout rounds, as people have been criticizing him for over the last few years. They're saying he's very useless in big games, and he isn't a big game player. The club still stuck with Thiago, so now it's kind of almost like a backstabbing if everything that's coming out is true. It's almost like, how are you going to say, okay, look, I want 4 years, I want this money. The club give him everything he wants. Last minute, he says, I'm not signing it. You know what? That's sad. That's very, very, very weird. That's not Bayern's fault. That's the player's fault at that point. And, of course, I don't want to turn against Thiago, but if that's what he's doing, I can't support a player that's doing that to my club. How are you going to make our board give you everything you want on paper and then last minute say, I'm not signing it? Nah, that's not it. That's just not how it works. A lot of players that don't want to sign contracts, there has to have been something that led up to that. There has to have been a big breakdown in negotiations. For example, we got Sané from City because he refused to sign a new contract with them because he felt like he wasn't getting looked in at by Pep. He didn't make the 2018 World Cup squad. That kept a little freaking bug in his mind that I don't like this club right now. I don't want to sign a new contract anytime soon. So Bayern came in and capitalized on that opportunity and got permission to talk to Sané from Manchester City. People like to think we just talked to Sané without talking to City. We talked to City. The real thing that I'd say we technically did wrong was maybe just say and publicly speak about Sané like he was our player. But we still got permission to talk to the player. With Liverpool, or with any club that's pretty much talking to Thiago right now, where is the permission? And it's not even like Thiago is forcing a move out. He was going to sign a new contract and probably retire here, but then last minute it changes. What's going on? How does that work? Because now you got a little bug in the back of the fans' heads. They're not questioning your character as a human. And that's something you never want as a player. Bayern's one of the biggest clubs in the world. You don't really just get away with doing this to fans. They'll never really forget these types of things. We are so sentimental. We'll never forget one tackle. We'll never forget the Vidal tackle that was clean, that got him sent off with a second yellow card versus Real Madrid in the Champions League. We'll never forget those types of things because they're always in the back of our heads. And it's the same way with Thiago now. No one's going to forget this. Hell no. If he's going to leave in this manner where he pretty much made the board work on his contract in a pandemic, and Bayern are demanding 40 million for Thiago, but apparently Liverpool are only willing to offer 20 million. no concrete offers have been made. So you're telling me that Thiago basically is putting his house up for sale because he knows he wants to move, but his wife definitely has a say in that. I'm so confused. I don't know what's going on. I'd like clarity. People think financial fair play. I don't know. You can spend 100 million, still get away. Why are we talking about financial fair play? We're on about Thiago, lads. We're on about Thiago, lads. Yeah, British people. Yeah, I'm British too. Yeah, cool. Yeah, mate. Trousers. Yeah, not pants. Trousers. Not jeans. Trousers. Nah, seriously, man. I just don't understand. Just the saga. It's just so confusing. Liverpool haven't made an offer, but Thiago has put his house up for sale. That don't make no sense. That doesn't make sense. Make it make sense, someone. Make it make sense. I'm tired, Robbie. I'm tired, Robbie. Make it make sense. No, seriously. Liverpool haven't made an offer, but Thiago's leaving. He's leaving, but they haven't made an offer. I'm so lost. How is someone leaving 100%, but the club they're leaving to hasn't made an offer? They haven't communicated with the player. So is it just in the back of his ear, Klopp's telling Thiago, sell your house, you're leaving? Usually, typically, players move and then they sell their house. They don't sell their house while they're still in the city, while they're still living there. They sell their house once they moved, okay? That's what happens. Do you actually sell your house while you're living in your house? What if someone buys your house tomorrow? You know what? Here's what I want Bayern to do. Buy Thiago's house tomorrow and make him homeless. That's what you do. Make him home. Well, he got enough money to probably buy 10 hotels and live in if he wants to. Seriously, though. You're selling your house, but no club has offered for you yet. This transfer thing is very confusing. And say Bild are wrong. What happens to Bild's reputation if this little saga is wrong? This is what's so dangerous about reporting sometimes. Thiago's house is up for sale. That's a big storyline. That basically says he's moving, whether you like it or not. That's an indication that he's moving. If he doesn't move, Bild are done for. So, in a way, I kind of think Bild have to be incorrect. Why am I so angry today? I'm so annoyed, but I'm trying to hide it. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't have the best morning. I woke up this morning feeling a little bit irritated, and it's not because of anything to do with Bayern. And then this adds to it. Obviously, it's always gonna feel more of the heat in my eye. I was so irritated. Ugh. But the positive thing is, Bayern are back in 23 days. It's kind of almost like it's weird how you just wake up. I'm not one of those people that is too sentimental, but I wake up a certain way, and I didn't wake up that way, and that annoys me. I'm not a perfectionist either. I have to wake up a certain way, and that's how I wake up. And if I don't wake up like that, usually I must wake up a certain way. I must wake up with a certain attitude for me to do the things I wanted to accomplish. And it's just irritating when I wake up and I'm having fun, I'm happy, I'm smiling, and then I read the story about how Thiago wants to leave, or how more stories are coming out. It's not cool. It's irritating. It's boring. Can we move on from this saga? Because you know what? Thiago can go now. I have no interest in him staying. If he's gonna actually go, I don't even want to see him play for us again. Because this is actually annoying me. It's irritating me. How the hell are you gonna make the club pretty much agree terms with you, and at the last minute you're like, I don't want to sign it, but I'll be terminate his contract. Because I'm tired. I'm so irritated today. I don't need this. I don't need this. How the hell are you gonna tell the club, right? I love this club. I like it, and I want to stay. let's sign a new contract. The club give you everything you want, and then last minute you're like, I ain't signing it. In the middle of a pandemic in the world, where the economic ramifications of this are way above what they should be, you want to move when the world is so unsure of its safety. I'm hearing more police sirens than I've ever heard. And I live in the safest neighborhood that I can possibly live in. So how the hell are you why are you moving? Why? It doesn't make any sense. I don't want to see Thiago play for Bayern if he's just going to move. And if he's doing this to the club. Why is he doing this to Hansi Flick? Why? What has Hansi Flick done for you that you're able to just do this to him? How has Hansi Flick just annoyed you to the point where you're going to make him think you want to stay, and then last minute you're like, I don't want to stay? That is so annoying. I don't get it. I can sympathize with it, but this is annoying. I'm not going to pretend like I'm not irritated. How the hell are you going to do this to this club, man? The club that kept you here, made sure you were good when you were injured for God knows how long. When you've been a frustrating player, we've stuck with you. We haven't just sold you on and sent you back to Barcelona, and they were probably just going to put you in their reserves, and you would still be balling at La Masia at 29 years old. You wouldn't be the player you are without Bayern. So I don't understand why. Why today? Why this day, man? It's Wednesday. It's the 15th. I need to have fun. I need to be relaxed. Okay, we signed Leroy Sané, and 2 days later, Thiago is apparently leaving, and he's gone. He said goodbye to his teammates, but there's no damn offer from Liverpool. Don't piss me off. You're acting like a City fan. Nah. I'm serious. Look, this is my logic, okay? Of course, maybe, but I'm just annoyed, all right? I'm just annoyed. Okay, I'll act like a City fan, but now I know how they feel. No, it's not even like we're a City fan. No, this is the thing. It's not even close to what the Sané situation was. The contract was pretty much agreed. That's what Bild said. That's what Raphael Hollenstein said from The Athletic. The contract was down. All he had to do was say, yes, signed. Take pictures. Instagram picture. Thiago renews to 2023, 2024. That's it. That's all that was going to happen. A 4-year contract or a 3-year contract. That was it. He'd retire here or just spend a good, the last few years of his career here. But then, no, I'm not signing a contract. Nah. But you had everything given to you. You had the money given to you. Nah, I'm confused. Did you just not think, you know what? Before I agree terms with Bayern to sign my contract, let me think about my future. Did he not have that at the time? He just thought about his future last minute before he was going to sign the contract. He was like, I don't want to sign it. But you negotiated, so you didn't think about your future in the times you were negotiating with Bayern saying, I want this, and I want this, and I want this. You didn't think about that. Yeah, terminate his contract. I don't want to see him in the Champions League. Our club wants to do... No, don't blame the club for this. Don't blame the club for Thiago wanting to leave. Don't blame the club. Because Collins manager said everything was done, but Thiago last minute said he didn't want to stay. Bayern in 2015 could have beaten Barcelona if we had Ribery, Robin, and Alaba. That's stupid. That's a stupid thing to say, Wilfredo. I like the fact that you think like that, but it's a stupid thing to say. It's like saying you could have beaten. Look, you don't go to Barcelona with no Robin and Ribery, no wingers on the pitch, and gegenpress Barcelona. I don't blame that result on the fact that we didn't have wingers on that day. We still had the quality of players to rival them, but you don't go and gegenpress them. Your Pancakes didn't do that. Let's not get greedy. Well, look, I'm not... Thiago out isn't a big deal. Wow, well, that's your opinion, isn't it? What price would he leave for? And that's the most annoying thing, right? We're constantly talking, this guy could leave for 20 million. Oh my God, Liverpool are some broke bastards, man. God. Saying being negative to Thiago and not wanting him to play is acting like a City fan. Look, I do want Thiago to stay, but I'm actually annoyed. Because if he leaves, if he's going to leave, Why is he still here? Why play with the fans' emotions? Why kiss the camera and say you love Bayern? Why say that? Because that's annoying. We don't need to meet Alaba's wage demands. 20 mil is a steal for Thiago. See, here's my thing. You know, people act like you can't go with players for doing this. This isn't a City situation. City fans are basically, Sane was gone. They knew that, right? They knew that. Some of them, but I'm not saying Thiago's a crap player now that he wants to leave us. I'm saying he's a terrible human being. not terrible. There's maybe a good reason. But how are you going to make the club pretty much sign, Karl-Heinz Rummenigge just said everything was done. All they had to do was sign the contract because they already agreed terms. Everything was completed with Thiago's contract. In the last minute, he said, I don't want to sign it. But then Karl-Heinz said something different came into his mind. That's where I'm annoyed. I'm not annoyed at Thiago. I'm annoyed at his action. Okay? I don't hate Thiago. Why would I hate Thiago? He's one of my favorite players. I have the number 6 jersey because of him now. Alright? I don't have the 10 because of Robin, my favorite player of all time. But I have it because of Thiago. I like taking the number 6. I love playing as a 6. I love playing like Thiago. But you can't tell me what he's doing isn't anywhere as irritating. Don't tell me you're not irritated by just thinking about what he's doing. Nah. Think about this. Imagine asking someone out on a date, and then last minute they're like, "You're going there. You're already. You know what? You drove there," and then she's calling you like, I changed my mind." That's what this is. You're going on a date. You're ready. You got everything ready, situated. You're on your way. You're at the restaurant or whatever you're going to. You're at the place. And then she's not there. You're waiting for like 10 hours, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 50 minutes. Then you call her. She's like, I changed my mind. I don't like you. I went with a different guy. I'm out on a date to Texas and you're in California. That's what this is, okay? That's what this is. You agreed to... I'm annoyed. Thiago's market value is 52 million according to Transfermarkt. Yeah, that's probably true. That's why it's 50 million there. We should buy Ruben Neves. We don't need no Ruben Neves. We need ballers. I mean, okay, Thiago's replacement is Goretzka. Even there, no. Yeah, that's like saying Thiago's replacement is Manuel Neuer because we can just play him in the midfield and then play Nubo a goal. Really? You're gonna say that? Don't know. Ruben, yeah, I'm not saying Ruben Neves isn't good. Yes, it is upsetting, but that does not mean we have to be mean. Yes, we have to be mean about it because I care. I do care. I care. That's why I'm annoyed. I care. I'm irritated because I care, man. I flipping care. Coming up with the most... What does BF examples mean? I want to know. Can you say it? We aren't poor, are we? But I think it's annoying. 20 million... Yeah, that... Look, Alaba too. Frank Ribéry needs to call Alaba his friend. Frank needs to call Alaba and tell him what's going on. Because these players... Where you get... Why? Why 20 million? You know the club's in a financial mess. And this mess could carry us over to a few years. And I get it. You want to be paid more. You want to be paid in the same as Sane and Lewandowski. Actually, Sane is like, I think, a top 5 earner at the club. But that's normal because of the price he's coming at. We had to convince him. He's a big signing, big name as well. He's going to bring a brand with him. He's going to sell shirts. But re-signing Alaba isn't something that spectacular. That's just doing something that... It's not a signing, so it's not like we're trying to convince him to get into our club by offering him a high wage. We just want to keep him. Whatever Alaba's making now. Oh my god. All right. I really Yeah, 20 mil is a lot of money a year when you're a club. You can't have that's 100 million for 5 players. Lewandowski's on like Lewa is making like 20 million a year as well. You know, that's where Alaba wants to be. Nah, Alaba's not as important for us as Lewandowski, man. Stop saying these things. Nah. See, that's what Build said as well. Muller's on 18 million a year. Oh my god, how is he on 18 million a year 30? Nah, but obviously he's that good. But I don't know. They just said Neuer wanted 20 million. Exactly, that's what I mean. Build are very weird when it comes to this. Do Bill just want Bayern fans to be divided or something? Because this is what happens. By the way, leave a like on the video. I think I'm getting less and less annoyed today as the video is going on. But I'm getting more and more irritated. Because I hate this. I hate how this feels. Maybe this is how City feels. Well, you know, it's not like Thiago is just like our best player. Yeah, no, he's still, but he's so quality. He's so good that you don't want to lose that. Give Alaba the money. He's 28 too. Look, you know, I'm all for giving players what they want and paying them more, because eventually players will be making 100 million a season normally. Yeah, you know, you think Ronaldo's making a lot of money, 80 something million with all his sponsorship deals? Well, at some point he'll be making, or players will be making 100 million a season on a regular. That's just a fact. If you think players are done getting paid, unless there's a wage cap, which I don't think there should be, because football is the biggest sport in the world. Your players aren't going to perform as much if there's no financial incentive. Football is the biggest capitalism game in the world. It's capitalism. Whoever can produce the most amazing product, which would be football, gets the most support, gets the most money, and gets the most business, and that's fans. Man City produce amazing football, produce or have amazing players, buy amazing players. Therefore, the attention is on City. It's just obvious business. I'm not a beta male. If Thiago wants leave, let him. Yeah, of course, I'd let him leave, but I'm just annoyed at how it's unfolding. I'm annoyed at how it's. If all of this is true, yeah, then I'm annoyed. But if it's not true, then I'm not annoyed. I don't think I'm blaming anyone if they're annoyed. I'm just irritated the fact that it's happening this way. If he wanted to leave, didn't I say a few weeks ago or a week ago that, you know what? It makes sense. It would make sense for him to experience something else. But it's almost as if it's coming at the expense of Bayern. And that's my annoyance. It's coming at the expense of the fans. It's coming at a time where it's very unnecessary. It's coming at a time where he has 1 year left in his contract. It just feels annoying to me. It feels like I'm irritated, because I am. It's feeling very annoying that it's coming at this type of time, man. This isn't a good time to be losing a player like Thiago for 20 million. No one wants to lose a player like Thiago for 20 million. Didn't I say, I think a lot of people have been saying this, we better be careful not to become the biggest losers of this transfer window. We would lose this transfer window if we get Sane for almost 60 million when you cleared all the add-ons, but then we sell Thiago for like 20 million. That's just, you'd become one of the biggest losers of the transfer window, man. And you're not even planning to go for Havertz if Chelsea had something bigger to say about it. Kroos is planning to retire Real Madrid. Wow, really? Hope Thiago after UCL. Well, we need Thiago for the Champions League. I'm just being reactionary. You know, I'd probably terminate his contract if I was. If all of this is true, where he could have signed a contract last minute, said no, I'm terminating his contract. Yeah. Thiago was poor against Liverpool. Don't bring that to me. He's one of our best players. What? Thiago is injury prone? He's not injury prone. Picking up a few injuries is normal, but he's not out for... Injury prone is Dembele. ACL rupture. Hamstring injury, 2 months. That's injury prone. That's getting more injuries than your body. Thiago is actually fit most of the times, most of the weeks. If there was 52 weeks in a year, which there are, Thiago would be fit for 40 of them. That's just how it is. And that's fine, because you only need really 40 weeks in a season. He was dodgy against Liverpool. Are you serious? Did you watch Bayern versus Liverpool? Thiago was amazing. He made 1 billion tackles. He was quintessential. And when you say dodgy against Liverpool, you're also not even factoring the fact that we had Niko Kovac in charge. We didn't play attacking fluid football against Liverpool. We played defensive beta male football. That's what we did. We went to go lose, or we went to go not lose. That's the thing. We didn't go beat Liverpool. We went to go contain Liverpool. And that's the difference. Thiago was included in that side. So everyone was poor by that standard. But he was still very good. Tackling, he was intercepted. Remember the first leg? It was a defensive performance. And then the second leg, when Liverpool scored the first goal, it opened us up. And that's where we're at now. That's the most important thing. So don't tell me Thiago was poor against... Thank you to Cataclysmin for subscribing to the channel. We're getting bigger and bigger. No, seriously, we are trying to get to 1,600 subscribers. So make sure you share the videos and subscribe to the channel, man. And leave a like. It helps the channel constantly grow. I can't lie. Like I said, I didn't have a great morning. And this isn't adding good things to it. This is actually kind of depressing. Because we got Sané. You know, people were coming at me saying I'm overreactionary. Nah, I'm not overreactionary. We got Sané, and then the next day Thiago's leaving. Alaba doesn't want to stay or isn't planning on staying 100%. What do you think of Fine? I hope he comes in, man, because that's another player that I want to see succeed. Looks like a very, very good player. But a Hamburg fan did say something interesting to me. He said Fine wasn't developed physically. He needs a few muscles, and you can actually see. The guy only wins like 50-something% of his aerial duels when he's 6 foot tall as a CDM, which means he's getting a lot of them. And I'd like him to increase his physical attributes for us to really start relying on his physical traits. Unless, you know, in that case, we just use Tanguy Kausi if we needed that type of CDM in a similar game where we need someone like that. Yeah, I don't know. Fine hopefully comes in. But to be fair, there are positives. We got Alexander Nubel for free. We got Tanguy Kausi, one of PSG's most highly rated center backs. He's kind of the next Upamecano. I hope these players can start proving themselves in the next few seasons, because I don't want to wait. I'm sorry. I think Kausi should just pretty much get an opportunity straight away. I don't want him to play for Bayern too. I want him to be on the bench. I just want these ballers to start getting minutes. I don't want him on loan, because this is a player that's actually performing very, very top for PSG. If we're going to want him to just start developing, we need to give him minutes. I don't want to see our youngsters go on loan if we can do something about it. But I do want to see them go on loan if they're from our academy. That's the difference. I think a lot of our academy players, the reason why I want them to go on loan so bad is because they know each other, they know the club, and they need to feel a sense of urgency to develop. They need to go to a different environment. Maybe it's not the same for all youngsters. Maybe some of them would just come through like Davies, but he wasn't really a youth product. He was more of a youngster that just came through. Sometimes you'll have players like Schweinsteiger who just get in the first team, and Thomas Müller who just break their way through. You'll always have these types of players, but most of the times you'll have a Philipp Lahm, someone that needs to go on loan. Toni Kroos, someone that needs to go on loan early on to really get the minutes. And that's what yeah, that's it. That's it. I hope, you know, people like Xerxes, I want him to go on loan because the kid has so much to develop. People think Xerxes is complete. He has a lot to do with his link-up play. I noticed in the youth academy, you can see his first touch is amazing, but he needs to really improve it when it's in tighter situations. Iowa equals Thiago, extend Alaba, buy right back. We can all dream, can't we? I'm honored to be the first 1,300 subscribers on this channel. We'll go over a mil for sure. Well, if Bayern were able to keep Thiago, Alaba, buy Messi, buy Cristiano Ronaldo, terminate everyone's then yeah, we would have 1 billion subscribers on this channel, which is impossible, which is why I said all that. Service. Look at some older videos of Ruben. Why is there a damn bird in my way? Stop! Jeez. I'm annoyed, and this bird's outside. Our squad is not good enough. Well, our squad is good enough, but our depth isn't good enough. That's the thing. If that's what you mean, then I agree with you. We don't have enough depth. Next season, if Perisic doesn't stay, which is pretty much confirmed, he won't stay. He'll go back to Inter Milan. If he don't stay, guess what? We'll have 5 players for 4 positions. So when people say we need Kai Havertz, people are like, wow, we have Lewandowski, we have Sané, Gnabry, and then Muller. That's it. That's 4 players. And then who's your bench option? That's actually a good player. Coman. Coman's your best bench option. For striker, for Cam. We don't have another Cam. Who's our Cam? Saprit Singh? What has he done to earn his spot into the Cam position? Havertz will celebrate Oktoberfest next year in Munich. No, we should ban him from Munich if he ain't joining us. If he's going to Chelsea, he ain't allowed in Munich anymore. If there's any international games at the Allianz Arena, I'm banning Kai Havertz. He can't play in the Allianz for Germany while he didn't. We'll terminate his contract. He's out of here. Yeah, we'll just send him to Turkey to go take pictures with some dictator, because then that's really how the national team would just drop him permanently, or take some pictures with some Chinese government official. That's probably better. Depth is not good enough. The board need to improve this summer and get us some depth players. That's true. Hey, what does everyone think about this? A lot of what Bild has been basically saying is that Bayern want to sell Thiago. That's why this video is called Bayern Munich want to sell Thiago. Bayern want to sell Thiago. And then if you sell Thiago, let's say you have 65 million to spend with other sales as well. You need a right back. So you're going to get Sergino Dest. He seems to have an ego. Well, it seems like every player we want wants or feels something different to us. Sergino Dest publicly acknowledges Bayern's interest. But the kid's weird, man. He's talking about, I want to do this. I want to be worth 60 million. I want to be the most expensive right back of all time. I'm like, bro, shut up. This is not how you should be saying that. The kid has an arrogancy to him. I don't like that. So now we don't have a right back option because I don't want him because he has a big ego. I don't know. I just want to cry. Nah, this ain't that club. We'll see. Havertz is never coming to Bavaria. Seriously, I had high hopes once, but not now. Really? I think he'll wait an extra season if Chelsea don't get UCL. If Havertz doesn't come to Bayern, man, I don't really know. I'd just be irritated, but I'll be happy. Who would you buy as an alternative to me? I don't know. I would keep Pavard and sign another center back before that. This is what I mean. Pavard is our only right back. Kimmich doesn't want to play right back. If Kimmich was like, oh yeah, I play right back every once in a while if Pavard's out, or I'll be a backup right back if we can move on the pitch. Kimmich don't want to be a right back. We don't have a backup right back. Odriozola leaves. Who's our backup right back? Even though we don't like Odriozola, he's pretty much crap and useless. Who's our backup right back? Coutinho leaves. Who's our backup Cam? People don't look at this. Look at the season. You're looking at the season from since the restart. This season happened way before the restart. I remember the season where Thomas Muller wasn't playing well at the beginning. We were losing and drawing games. It was normal for us to be losing and drawing. We were 7 points off at some point in October. That was what happened this season. People are forgetting what happened this season. So run your mind through that. This is the same squad we have. Just the difference is we have a competent coach that's getting enough out of the players. But is he going to keep getting this performance from Muller? No. Muller will slow down at some point. Muller will slow down just like any other player should. If he doesn't slow down, then he's just made out of freaking He just made out of some German engineered skin or something. I don't know. Muller has to slow down. Lewandowski will slow down. We don't have any depth outside of our first 11. That's it. People look at us like Coutinho. They can bring on Perisic. That's depth. Bayern are so good on the bench. Odriozola, Perisic, Coutinho are all loanees. They gone. What are we going to bring in? Some youngsters? Who's our second team outside of our first team? Madrid have a whole second team. If you look at Madrid, they have Areola in goal. Right back, they have... they could have had Hakimi. They could have had Odriozola, but they will have Odriozola. Center back, they'll have Varane, Nacho Fernandez or something. Left back, they'll have Benjamin Mendy and Marcelo competing because both of them start anyways. But mainly Marcelo. Madrid have Marcelo as a backup left back. Midfield, they have Luka Modric as a backup. Who else do they have? Valverde, he doesn't start every... See, this is what I mean. Real Madrid have strength and depth. Wingers, they have a whole new strike force. Luka Jovic is up front. Vinicius Jr. on one side. Rodrigo on the other side. They have James Rodriguez. Martin Odegaard's on loan. These are the types of ballers. No, we're not talking about this depth for Bayern. No, that's impossible. Bayern will never have a billion players like this. But you need a whole team outside of your second team. That's what I believe. James Rodriguez can't start a game, but he could for us. And we're supposed to be on the same level as Real Madrid. Do you think Tolisso would be an alternative if he stays at Bayern and Flick gives him a chance? I'm tired of Tolisso, man. He gets enough chances anyways. He has gotten chances under Flick. Remember Olympiacos where he got injured, I think? No, he didn't get injured that game. Nah, well, Tolisso can get his chances, but he's so unreliable. He's terrible playing from deep. No composure in him. That's why he's going. Now we're willing to keep Tolisso just because Thiago's leaving. Oh my god. That's like you're willing to keep your toxic. I need to stop with these relationship analogies. I need to stop. Well, that's like you're keeping your toxic girlfriend just because you don't have a girlfriend. Just because you can't get another girl. That, like, not because you can't, but just physically because you can't get another girl. You're keeping your toxic one. That's where I'm at. I don't want to keep Tolisso if that's the case. Ferland Mendy, that's who he was talking about. Man U is going for some 140 million loan. Why can't we? I don't know. I don't know what loan you're talking about. Bale is the biggest baller at Real. You're kidding, right? Yeah, Gareth Bale. I forgot about him. Bale is a backup for Real Madrid. He sits on the bench, smiling and bantering with his teammates, speaking some English people Spanish. Eso speak coco. Funniest thing is I can actually speak Spanish, so I don't know why I was doing that voice. Sell Thiago, Tolisso, Martinez this summer. That's 3 midfielders gone. That's a CDM Javi Martinez, a CDM Thiago, and a box-to-box midfielder Tolisso. So you're telling me our squad can technically only get thinner from here? And people want to tell me, we don't need Kai Havertz. We got all these players. Look, Shabozla is an alternative for Havertz. I wouldn't mind him. But it's not like Bayern are linked to him. If Bayern were linked to him, I'd be like, okay, if we don't get Kai Havertz, that's who we're getting. I think we're done. We're done. Look, I hope everyone's positive. I hope everyone's smiling. Like I said, I didn't have the best of mornings, but I'm not going to let that stop me. The next video should be more exciting. I'll find a new source of excitement. Am I depressed? No, I'm not depressed. I think I'm just irritated. Well, I was irritated because I didn't start my morning the way I should. because I'm all about the, how you start your day is how you end it. So I really focus on how I start my morning, right? I wasn't grateful enough for the fact that I can see the sun while there's millions of people dying every single week. I wasn't grateful about the simple fact that I have a son, not son like child. I have the sun outside my window. I even screamed at some birds a few minutes ago, but I didn't even appreciate the fact that there are even birds in this world. There is a world maybe in the far future where there's no birds. So I wasn't grateful enough, but I hope all of you have a great day. Hope all of you have a great day. 2013 Bayern didn't have great depth. Shaqiri, we had some real players we bought. That was our depth. We had some real depth, but the most important thing is always to keep players fit, like you said there. But no one's asking to buy 30 players. We are asking to buy 23 to have a 23-man squad, not just full of some youth academy prospect. Liverpool is bigger than Bayern. 6 UCL. Bro, what are you talking about? This is your first league title in 30 years. This is your first Champions League since 2006? 5, I think. What do you mean Liverpool's bigger than Bayern? This isn't the day. This ain't the day you're talking to me. Liverpool is still on its way to really being a European giant again. You're still trying to get there. You still can't. You can't even afford Thiago at this point, and he'll be cheap. Schweinsteiger for Bayern. Why is that? Why are you asking me? Why should You're comparing okay. Jesus Christ. I don't even want to talk. Well then, why does Liverpool want Thiago? Because he's only technically proven himself in this Farmers League. Why do you want him? Why did you want Werner or even Havertz? Why do you want these players? This is some ignorant comment. I don't. All right. Well, thank you everyone so much for watching. I just need to relax. Yeah. I hope you all have a good day. Mia san mia and peace.